Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Listen. Your boy is rich AF. I am rich as you know what. I'm so rich. I am wealthy. Do y'all know why? I'm going to tell you why. Okay? 2021, June 30th at approximately 2:30 a.m. Spiritual Master had an experience where I became one with the infinite creator. I became one with the infinite source of it all. The author, if you will, of the book called Earth. The author of the book called Earth, Life. Starring Spiritual Master. Starring all the masters out there. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time to the channel, I would like to say welcome to this channel, okay? If you're new, hit the like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps me out, okay? I'm gonna be honest. So, I call myself Spiritual Master because every single day I attempt to outdo myself. Every single day I want to master thyself. I don't call myself Spiritual Master because I'm perfect. I call myself because I want to master myself every single day and become my best version. Okay? So, I am rich. I'm so wealthy because I became one with the infinite source of it all. You see, ever since I had my awakening in 2021, 4 years later, I've been seeing how people been moving, bro. I'm seeing how the entire world is moving around and how they're dealing with life. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I'm trying to get rich. I'm trying to get a bag. I want to become a millionaire. I'm going to work my butt off to become a millionaire. Hold on. Wait 1 second, people. Let's not forget. In order for you to truly understand the characters in a book that you're reading, you must first understand the author. What? I said, if you're trying to understand the characters in a book that you're reading, you must first understand the author. Everybody's trying so hard to find a relationship. Everyone is trying so hard to get rich. The richest person on earth is not the one that has that fake green piece of paper that they print in a factory and tell you this is how much this is worth. The richest person is not the one who has gold in their name or who has XRP. That's a good coin right now. In crypto, that's not the richest person. The richest person on earth is the one that is the most connected to the infinite energy field. That is the wealthiest person on earth. Period. Point blank. Okay? The richest person on earth is the person who is the most connected to their infinite self. Y'all gotta, bro, listen and listen good. Okay? Spiritual Master is rich because I connected to the infinite source that there is. When this happens to you, everything physical becomes null and void, or whatever that saying is. It no longer matters because you understand that you and the Creator are navigating the car together. You are navigating life together. Even though some things may not make sense to you, you and God are one. That is what makes you wealthy. Why do you think a lot of these celebrities, right, are multimillionaires, but they're miserable? Why do you think that is? Why do you think that a lot of these celebrities have all the skill in the world, all the talent in the world? They're rich, they can buy whatever they want, but they're still miserable. If you chase wealth, if you chase money, you're going to be miserable. You have to understand, take a break, take a step back and understand there is something bigger than you taking place in this lifetime. So every single day, no matter what happens, I know that me and the infinite creator is one. Now, what does this mean? You said you're one with the infinite creator. What does this mean? Okay, I'm gonna tell you, relax. This is this physical body that you see before you ceased to exist for a moment of time. Now, a human being can say, oh, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 hours. When you step into the eternity of the energy field, time is no more. There is no such thing as time. You are stepping into infinity. You become timeless. Like The Weeknd, that song. Hey, you become timeless. You are no longer controlled by time. You are no longer controlled by money. A piece of paper that you can just wipe your butt and then it has no value. If you rip it, no value. If you wet it, no value. If you lose it, no value. So now you are associating your worth with how much money you have, and that's not the case. Your worth should be associated by your infinite connection to the source of creation. Because when you're connected to God, you have better relationships. You can actually use your physical assets as a way to bring more love into the world, not a way to get a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need. Okay? I'm driving a Toyota Camry right now. I still feel rich. I have just over or just under a couple $100. I feel rich as F. And I mean this. I mean it. I'm not just saying it. I really genuinely feel rich because I understand that all these physical things will be gone someday. You're not going to be able to take it with you. So the quality of your life is determined on your connection to God. Nothing physical will determine how valuable and wealthy you are. Okay? So every single day, be thankful. Say, universe, I'm thankful I have breath in my lungs. I can breathe, right? I'm not in the hospital bed, right? I'm not like, I'm mentally stable. We get so caught up in trying to attain something, we forget the small things that we have. This is what life is all about. So I'm rich as F, and I thank the universe for it. Now I understand that I'm not controlled by anything that happens physically. I'm not. Whatever happens, happens. Okay? This is what life is all about. Life is about stopping and smelling the roses. Growing up, I thought my worth was determined based off of how much money I had. There was a point in time where I left the military. I had a whole bunch of money, bro. I wasn't a millionaire. I didn't have like millions of dollars, but I had a pretty decent amount of money. I bought all the stuff I wanted, jewelry, shoes. Now what? Now what? Everyone is going to come to a point where they realize. And Will Smith, there's a video of him on Instagram. He talks about this. There's something called rock bottom, and there's also something called cliff top, where you can literally have everything you've ever wanted, the relationships, the sex, the money, and you're still miserable. Now what? Can you imagine? Can you imagine having everything you've ever wanted and still being unhappy? What would you do? That's why a lot of people off themselves. That's why a lot of people call it a day and be like, you know what? I'm done with life. Because they're like, dang, like, bro, I thought I was going to be good. Nah, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is a divine message from the universe. I'm trying to tell you before it happens. You need to be seeking that connection with God, because if you're in a relationship and it don't work out, you're not going to lose your mind, because you and the infinite creator are one. If you get rich, but then you lose all the money, you don't care, because you and the infinite creator are one. You're literally renting this experience called life, bro. You're renting it. You're not going to be here forever. Okay? So if your life is dependent on what you have, you might want to change. I'm not going to tell you how to live, but you might want to change how you think. Because there is no amount of money that's going to be able to heal you from your trauma. There is no amount of money that's going to help you feel better about yourself. You may get rich, and then for a couple years, you buy yourself, things, you feel good about yourself. All of a sudden, it runs out. You no longer can buy anything anymore. You bought the house, you bought the car, right? You did everything. You gave to charity, right? Now what? You still got to sit with yourself. So the real wealth comes from being infinite and being connected to the source. This is the only thing that you should be chasing. God, knowledge, truth, understanding. When you do this, this is when you become rich. When you chase the infinite creator and you become one with the source, right? You focus on higher knowledge. This is when you become wealthy. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be added unto you. As above, so below. Heaven is your consciousness. You got to be wealthy up here first before you ever see any green piece of paper. This is where your wealth is. When you understand that you are a mini version of the higher consciousness. Ooh. You are a mini version of the higher source. You are an author. You are a director, a producer of your own life. As above, so below. Before you can get into good shape, you must first tell yourself, I'm going to get in good shape. Okay? Before you become physically wealthy, you must first tell yourself, I am mentally and spiritually wealthy. I am connected to the source. Then everything else you've ever wanted, you get it, but this time, it's not going to destroy you, regardless of if you keep it or not. I'm going to rewatch this video because I'm going to learn from my higher consciousness, okay? Now, this has been another message from Spiritual Master Man. All my videos are for educational purposes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe for more content. And I'm going to catch you in the next one. Peace.